if he wakes up the Keyboon, he blocks with both. It's only a 1-for-1 trade, which I'm kind of fine with, because once his Armory Guard's gone, I can start getting in there with Cobble Boot. If he trades the Cobble Boot for the Arrestor, I can start getting in there with the Racketeer. Maybe that's not so good. Maybe trading guides isn't great here. But I mean, yeah, it's possible I should have just attacked with the Cobble Boot, because then it's the same 1-for-1 trade if he blocks with the Armory Guard. Luckily, he's gone to declare blockers without waking up the Keyboon. So we're only talking hypotheticals now. But I think it's slightly better if I attack. No, if I attack with the Cobble Boot, he can just block with the Arrestor. That's a much worse 1-for-1 trade. Because he blocks with the Arrestor, I still can't get in there with the Crasher. It's possible, of course, he takes 5. That's much better for him here than the possible alternate, the most of the possible alternatives. Sure, I'm not running a ton of enchantments, you may have noticed. So here for a mulligan to 5, I think I'm doing rather well. Tell me if I could draw some non-lands. I think I'm going to hold my Tenement Crasher back until I can draw another creature, because he's just got so many blockers, and I'm not at a ton of life. If he starts waking up his Keyboon, he starts getting in there, I start to be in a pretty bad spot. And he's top deck spells. Let's hope they're not good ones. I mean, if I top deck Mizium Mortars, that's really good. Ugh. He's top deck 2 spells? That's so mean. He's top decked so many more spells than me, man. I need Mizium Mortars. Oof. What's he got? Some sort of creature? Some sort of creature. Oh dear god, I need Mizium Mortars. Right now. Before he gets to untap with Mercurial Chemist out. Ah, I was nearly winning. Or rather, nearly not losing. Okay, I'll attack with the Tenement Crasher. Maybe I have one turn before he just can this hit players? No, it can just hit creatures. So he can't actually just kill me with the Chemist's activated ability. For Mulligan to 5, it took him a lot to kill me. For Mulligan to 5, he was lucky to top deck the Chemister. And then, okay, now he's trading 2-for-1. Fine. He's happy trading 2-for-1. He's got a Mercurial Chemister out. Christ. I still don't think I unleash, because he has good blocks on this guy with Armory Guard. So fairly certain I just leave him leashed here. I mean, if I top deck Mortars next turn, if all he does is play more creatures, draw some cards off the Chemister, I top deck Mortars, I get most of his creatures off the board. Admittedly, the Armory Guard sticks around, but it's less of a problem. The Selesnya Keyboon also sticks around. Yeah, now that he's traded off 2 of his smaller guys, Mortars just isn't as much of a blowout as it was 30 seconds ago. I'd still cast it, don't get me wrong, gets Mercurial Chemister. He's leaving up the Chemister. I'm drawing more lands. If I attack with Cobble Boot, he probably just blocks with Armory Guard. He can probably... but if he blocks with Armory Guard, then I can afford to play Splatter Thug. Ho-hum. Just waiting to lose to the sheer might of Mercurial Chemister. Yeah. I have to present some form of beatdown. I suppose I could draw August Spree, that just kills the Chemister. But at that point he's drawn 4 cards off it, which means it's more than served its purpose. Okay, he's trading this for the Keyboon. That makes a lot of sense, because that way Cobble Boot's no longer a 2-for-1 if I top deck it. And I know for a fact he's watched my replays, so I know that there's a chance he knows that I've got Cobble Boot in my deck. Not Cobble Boot, Battlehorn. Yep. Drawing some cards, waiting to lose. I mean, I'm a minute ahead on the clock. That's relevant, right? Because I know from watching his videos that Greykoil hasn't learned how to F6 yet. Unlike me, I'm clearly a genius who has. So playing against awkward mana base Mercurial Chemister deck, I'm not sure I have any land destruction in my sideboard. If I did, I might bring in like a... I mean, there's no really good land destruction in this format. I mean, if I had like the Goblin Maker, maybe I'd bring it in. He discards a Void Wielder to kill my Jailbreaker. I take 2. That... You could have bounced it, man. Void Wielder's good. I suppose, yeah... He feels, quite correctly, that he does not have to. Take 2. I mean, for one thing, I'm multi-5. For another, I've drawn 8, 9, 10 spells and 8, 9, 10, 11 lands. Which is a pretty bad lands to spells ratio. Am I dead on board? He untaps, kills one of my blockers. I chump the biggest thing. I take 3. I'm not dead on board. I mean, I take 3, which I think means I no longer have an out. Do I have any 12 damage burn spells in my deck? Just thinking out loud. Sure. My out, by the way, was I attack with... So, let's see if this would have worked. Because my out was Mizzium Mortars 5 seconds ago. So, if I attack with Spatberg, if he blocks with Armory Guard, which he shouldn't, if he blocks with Armory Guard, then Mortars is an out. Resets the board, and everything's fine. So he shouldn't block with Armory Guard. He does. See here, Armory Guard kills my Splatter Thug, I Mizzium Mortars away his entire board, and things are fine for me. I mean, obviously, it's still an awkward trade, and I've lost the game. But I just wanted to let you guys know that he played that very wrong at the end there. And maybe from his perspective, he's got a ton of stuff in hand, and I'm dead to whatever he's got anyway. But, yeah, he shouldn't block. Mizzium Mortars is 4 damage, that's the only thing with 5 toughness. I'm at 3 life, he could go on to kill me. Why did he attack with the Cellar of Songbirds at the end there? What's the 3 point of damage he missed? He played that game appallingly badly. Haha. See, I'm just slagging him off in comments. That's how you really give him a heel. Here, I think I might slide in Slaughter Games, because he's got Mercurial Chemistry in his deck, and I can't beat that card. As for things to side out, I do not think that... I mean, I could just go on the beats with Bellows Lizard. It's been quite good before. Maybe I don't side in a second Battlehorn. I've only seen the one artifact after all. I could side out Cryptborn Horror. I'm not convinced by the card. Or, no, I could side out Dino Charge. I don't suspect I'm anywhere close to winning the game off this card in the near future. Dino Charge versus Cryptborn Horror. It's a close thing. I think I'd rather have the creature. Worst case scenario, I can sacrifice Cryptborn Horror to launch party after all. See you for game.